Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to this first ever live that I'm doing here on LinkedIn. I have no idea if anybody is going to join me, so I am just going to let it tick by a little bit. Let's see if I can see any comments. There is no comments yet. All right, so the point of today's broadcast is to talk about what trademark actually is. And if you know me a little bit, you will know that I have written this book, Control Your Own Copyright, Trademark, and More. And in this, I have, of course, written about trademarks as well. So the point of a trademark is to allow your business to be distinguished from that of other people's businesses by the by the consumers. You may well ask if anything can be converted into a trademark. And the very short answer is no. Nor should anything be registered as a trademark. I had hoped for people to come and join me and ask me questions. However, let's move on. So there are various types of trademarks. In the EU, they are as follows. I'm still reading from my book, just so you know. So there are the traditional ones, which are the word marks, the figurative marks, the shape marks, the position marks. And then there are the new ones, which are the pattern brands. And then there are color marks. And they come in two variations, a single color and a color combination. And then there are the slightly unconventional ones, which are the sound marks, the movement marks, multimedia marks, holograms, and quite a few other ones. So if you have any questions, please type them in. There is a slight delay. So, and because I'm not on LinkedIn, I don't know if you have joined me or not, or on YouTube. This is also going out to my branded YouTube channel. So if anybody on YouTube has any questions, please type them in so that I can see them. Either which way, it is lovely to be here, and this is my first ever live. And as you can tell, if you've only just tuned in, we are talking about what a trademark is. My trademark, is this beauty right here. And it is, of course, a registered trademark because it would be silly for me not to register my own trademark. Being a trademark specialist does not give a very good impression if I don't even register my own trademark. So yeah, I actually also have another one, which is called the Unique Branded Blueprint. I'm not going to try and faff about finding because we're not here to talk about my trademarks. So in case you have any questions as to what a trademark is, please type it in below and or next to the stream, and I will be able to see it. So there are actually different categories of EU marks. Let's just carry on here. So there are individual marks, which are the ones that, like mine, is for a business. So they are already available. They are the classical ones for one particular business. Then there are collective marks, and they are available. Sometimes my brain works faster than my math, so it sounds as if I'm stumbling across the words. And don't forget, English is my fourth language. So the collective marks, let's go back to that. They are already available. They are usually defined as signs which distinguish not only the geographical origin, material, and mode of manufacture, they also distinguish other common characteristics of goods or services of different enterprises using the collective mark. The owners may be a variety of establishments, such as small to medium-sized businesses. It can be an association of which those enterprises are members, or any other entity, including a public institution or even a cooperative. Collective marks may represent useful instruments for small to medium-sized enterprises. Seriously. Anyway, enterprises in asserting them to overcome some of the challenges associated with small size and isolation in the marketplace, since all members have a right to use it. So that's a different solution for you. And we also have the certification mark, and they are also available. This is to be used for goods and services that are certified by the owner of the mark. A number of countries provide for the protection of certification marks. So anyway, if you have just tuned in to this live broadcast of mine, I am talking about what a trademark is. So let's go back to the definition. And I'm still reading from my book. Oops, I'm holding it up a bit crooked. Control Your Own Copyright, Trademark, and More is the title of my book. You can find that on my website if you are interested. If not, that's totally fine. So, the point of a trademark is to allow your business to be distinguished from that of other businesses by the consumers. And you may very well ask, can anything become registered as a trademark? And the answer to that is no. Nor should anything become registered as a trademark, because if that was the case, you and I would not be able to have a normal conversation, and that is seriously detrimental to society in general. Let's go back to talk about what kinds of marks there are in the EU. The traditional ones, the word marks, the figurative marks, the shade marks, the position marks, the pattern brand, the color mark, and this one comes in two variations. So the single color and the color combination. And just so you know, they are difficult to achieve, so be careful in that respect. In particular, the single ones. Then you've got the unconventional ones, which are the sound marks, the movement marks, the multimedia marks, the hologram marks, and others as well. So instead of completely repeating myself all over again and nobody's joined me live, I am going to cut this session short and hope for more support another time. I hope that you have a fantastic day today. It was interesting to do this first ever live. And for those of you who don't know, this is something I will be doing every single Tuesday from now on, 12 noon UK time and 1 p.m. Danish time. I look forward to seeing you in future. Thank you so much for your time today. Over and out. Bye for now. Oh, by the way, if you're interested in buying my book, I will give you a link below this video afterwards when I go into LinkedIn myself. Thank you so much for your time. Oh, Jenny's here. Hi, Jenny. I was just about to close it down. Do you have any questions for me, Jenny? I'll just wait and see if you've got any questions. I've been talking about trademarks and I have repeated myself a little bit. I was just about to close the room down, but because you're here, I am waiting to see if you have any questions for me, Jenny. It would be great. No? Oh, no questions. All right. Well, it was interesting to do this. As I said, because this is something completely new, I am closing the room down after 10 minutes because unfortunately I haven't had any kind of interaction and I have gone over. Oh, hello, Rory. You're also watching. That's very kind of you. Thank you. So lovely to see two people. It's really interesting because I have this little icon next to the live thing saying that there are nobody watching me. So, Rory, do you have any questions for me? I'll just wait because there is a little bit of time lag between me saying something and the answers coming back to me. Either which way, thank you so much for watching this. I hope that you have gained some value from this, Rory, because I don't know you personally. I don't know if you found this helpful or not. I trust that you have. No questions? If not, I will, as I said before, leave the link to my book, which can be found. Oh, you don't know enough about it to ask any questions, Rory. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that means if you don't know how to ask any questions, that means you won't know what to ask for. Okay, I hope that you found value in this either which way. Jenny is asking if I would be happy to repeat for she and Rory. Absolutely, yes, definitely. So what I've done so far is I've read from my book, and I can easily do that again. So the point of a trademark is to allow your business to be distinguished from that of other people's businesses by the consumers, which is really, really important. And you may as well ask, can anything become converted into a registered trademark? And the answer to that is no. That's the very short answer. And the thing is, if anything could become registered as a trademark, then you and I would not be able to have a normal conversation. And that would be detrimental to society in general. So if you are watching this from the beginning, I am repeating myself a little bit here, and that's okay because I have been encouraged to repeat what I've said before. So there are various kinds of marks in the EU, and they are the traditional ones: word marks, figurative marks, shape marks, position marks. And then there are the new ones, which are pattern marks. There are color marks, and they come in two variations. Hello, Cheryl. Yay, Cheryl's in the house. Thank you so much for supporting me. I love that. So the unconventional marks are sound marks, movement marks, multimedia marks, hologram marks, and quite a few others. And then there are different categories of EU marks as well. So let's talk about these for a few minutes. So there are individual marks, and these are readily available, and they are the classical marks, and they are for one business in particular. Then we have the collective marks, and they are available too, and they are usually defined as signs which distinguish not only the geographical origin, the material, and the mode of manufacture. they also distinguish common characteristics. Hang on, sorry, I've got little, what are they called? Encouragements on my phone. Sorry about that. So they also distinguish other common characteristics of the goods or services of different enterprises using the collective mark. And the owners may be a variety of establishments, such as small to medium-sized enterprises, an association of which those enterprises are members, or any other entity, including a public institution, or even a cooperative. Collective marks may represent a useful instrument for small to medium-sized enterprises in asserting themselves to overcome the challenges associated with small size and isolation in the marketplace, since all members have a right to use this particular mark. And that was the collective mark. Then we've got the certification marks, and they are already available as well in the EU, sorry. This book was written while I lived in Denmark mainly, so please forgive that. So the certification mark, is to be used for goods and services that are certified by the owner of the mark. And a number of countries already provide for the protection of certification marks. And let's go into the definition of a certification mark, unless anybody has any kinds of questions for me. I would love to answer them on the topic on what is a trademark today. If you have any questions, please type them. They show up a little bit slowly because that's how the StreamYard thing works, because I'm not precisely on LinkedIn or on my YouTube channel. I'm sat sort of in a back office, so to speak. So if you have any questions, please ask them on the topic, which is what a trademark is. So a definition of a certification mark. The certification mark indicates that the goods and services that carry the mark live up to a given standard and are also subject to control specified by the owner of the mark. Certification marks are usually given for compliance with well-defined standards, as mentioned above, but are not confined to any kind of membership. They may be used by anybody who can certify that their products involved meet with certain established standards. A very famous certification mark is Woolmark. You may have heard of that, which certifies that the goods on which it is placed are made of 100% wool. Certification marks may be used in conjunction with the individual trademark of the producer of a given goods. The label used as a certificate mark will be evidence that the company's products meet the specific standards required for the use of the certification mark. And Rory is commenting, yes, it seems to take about 45 seconds to 1 minute for the comments to come through to you. So Cheryl is asking me, can you register a logo? So here is Charles' question for you. This is really, really clever. I can just click on it and then it pops up to show you who is asking me this question. So yes, Cheryl, a logo you can register that is considered to be a figurative mark. This, is my trademark and it is a figurative mark. It's my logo. So does anybody else have any other questions? I am happy to take as many as you've got for me. We can move on to the definition of trademarks in general. Products, names, sorry, not jungles, jingles, or sound marks, 3D marks, figurative marks, or logos. Cheryl, logo. There we have it, logo. Geographic denominators or indicators, word marks, or a combination of any of these can be part of a trademark. In certain instances, even a color, as mentioned before, can be part of a trademark. Think of the red sole of a Louboutin shoe, Christian Louboutin even, or the particular color of purple that we connect with Cadbury chocolate here in the UK, or the green and yellow of John Deere, or even that particular burnt yellow of Veuve Clicquot Champagne, or champagne is what we say in English. Some countries accept scent marks as trademark. Here, the perfumes by Coco Chanel bring to mind, such as Chanel No. 5. What is really important to know is that scent marks are extremely difficult. I have another question here. Thank you, Charles. Do I believe a trademark can increase the value of anybody's of your business, or is it just to save others copying? This is a really, really excellent question. I was actually going to come to that another time, but let's address this while we're here live and Charles is asking me this question. So yes, there is an economic or a financial advantage to owning a trademark. Why else would brands such as Apple and Burberry and Chanel, even Microsoft, why would all these people even bother to register their trademarks? It is because they know that they can build up the reputation, which means that the what people associate with their brand in their minds is something of value. Why else would people back in the day, I don't know if they still do this, but back in the day, I know that people would be camping out in front of Apple stores to get their hands on the new Apple products. That is because of the value that the consumer perceives to be connected to the brand. I hope this answers your question, Charles. Thank you. So yes, I believe that it increases the value of your business as well. Oh, now I can see that there's one person watching. That's really interesting. Anyway, any more questions coming through? I will wait a few more minutes to see if any more questions are coming through before wrapping up this session. Oh, and by the way, in America, just to share this slightly mind-boggling thing, in America, they've got something that is referred to as a service mark. And the service mark, I haven't come across this to be used in any other country in the world. But a service mark, according to the Americans, is for service businesses alone. And the rest of the world doesn't distinguish in that way. So in America, you may see SM. Let me see if I can type that in. So it would look something like that. And you may also know that some people put the TM after their logo. So on mine, might have put TM over here. I would never dream of doing that because I've got the knowledge that I've got, and I know that it does not help me in any way, shape, or form to do that. People may do that because they've seen others put it on and think that it helps protect them. It sadly doesn't. So don't do that. Don't put it on because it's not going to help you in any way, shape, or form. Anyway, I don't know if this goes out to both YouTube and LinkedIn, because it looks as if it's on my YouTube channel alone. Anyway, so to wrap things up, and Cheryl is saying that there are 6 people watching. How wonderful. Thank you, people. I love that. Thank you so much for supporting me. That is so appreciated. I can see that Cheryl gained some value from my reply to her, and Jenny is also thanking me. So let's see if I can just show Cheryl's comment quickly. There we go. Jenny's comment as well. So thank you, ladies, for that. And also thank you to, yes, I am on both YouTube and LinkedIn. Okay, that's great. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here is, oh, Liu is also watching. That is perfect. Perfect. Thank you. I really appreciate everybody's support. And here is Jenny's comment from before. So this is so lovely to see you people. I am so appreciative of this. Thank you so much. Again, if you are interested in knowing more about intellectual property and trademarks, this is my book. I shall put a link in the details below after the live. It can be purchased on my website. I have 2 versions at the moment, and so it's the physical book, and if you want one that is dedicated to you, or just with a signature from me, you can get that. You just put that into the comments and I will send that to you. The ebook I cannot sign, and the last version of my book that is on its way, it's being created as we speak, is the audio version of it. So that's very, very exciting. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I do appreciate that. Let me just show you that Cheryl told me that there are 6 people watching this. I am so appreciative of every single one of you being here with me, even if you haven't commented. That is totally fine. I send my love to you either which way, and I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. Same time, 12 noon UK, 1 p.m. Denmark or Central Europe. So thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you. If there are no further questions, I will be closing down this live stream. I'm just going to let it roll by because it takes a few minutes. So, oh, Rory is saying, I think I could do with speaking to you directly, as he finds it difficult to think of questions around general information. That's all right, Rory. I will give you a link to book a session with me afterwards, if that's of interest to you. Yeah. I will just let it roll by a little bit further so that we see if there are any more questions popping in for me. I totally love this, and this is really exciting for me. So thank you so much for joining me. Again, I am keeping this up every single Tuesday from today. This was my first ever live broadcast. Rory's saying great. Thank you so much, Rory. That is so appreciated. So I will be doing these lives every single Tuesday, as I have said a few times before. It is 12 noon UK time, 1 p.m. Central Europe. So that's Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, Poland, all of the European countries. I can't mention all of them, but yeah, Switzerland, what have we? So it was fantastic to see you here, to be here for me. Thank you. Jenny is thanking me. See you next week. Thank you. I so appreciate all of you being here. I look forward to you tuning in next week as well. Thank you again. Over and out. Bye.